Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the video, and today I'm bringing you one of the builds that I frequently use. Now, if you end up finding this video helpful or enjoyable, then I genuinely appreciate taking that split second to hit the like button, as always. With that being said, let's not waste any time here. This is the build to light up the map, make those enemies easy pickings, and stack up those snipe shots. This is the ultimate spotting scout build. Our primary weapon is going to be the SMLE MK3 Marksman, which will be no real surprise to some of you considering this is a build that I frequently use and I'm a big fan of the gun. But there is a purpose to its selection. Essentially, this build is about affecting the game as much as you can for your team. So while we're showing where the enemy are, we don't want to be making our position obvious to them. So this weapon selection has no glint to give us away. It's viable at range with a bit of practice and much more viable at close than your standard sniper rifle due to the lower magnification. You get 10 rounds per reload, you can get shots off quickly, and basically you can just get involved in whatever fight you like. Be a team player as a scout, have more fun, and dominate the opposition. This weapon ties in perfectly with the concept of this build. Our secondary weapon is going to be the MLE 1903, and I'm going to just start calling this old reliable. It just does what you want, which is put down the enemy consistently and efficiently. I've been a big fan of the Frommer stock for a long time, but the MLE has been seeing a lot of usage from me recently. It does a little more damage than the Frommer stock at the cost of rate of fire and control, but I feel like I'm shooting the MLE somewhere close to as fast as I can anyway, and the control feels absolutely fine. I go in cycles really with sidearms if I'm honest, and this is the current flavour of the month for me, but it's definitely one of my favourites now, and I urge you to give it a try. I know it'll be hard for some of you to put down the Mars pistol, but just give it a go. It's great for spraying people down at close range, and it's still an easy weapon to use to finish people off who you've body shotted with your primary weapon. Our gadgets are going to be the spotting flare and the trench periscope, because this is the ultimate spotting scout after all. You may feel like you only need one or the other, or that the periscope has no real value, because that's a common opinion, but it does. I've got a full video explaining why if you're interested and haven't seen it, and I'll link it in the description below. But essentially, this pairing just lets you and your team know where the enemy are at almost all times when used correctly. Use the flare to check flags or areas of interest and stick close to a support player in order to take advantage of this as much as possible. Then the periscope can be used to scout out areas safely. Yes, I believe it gives off a glint, which we were trying to avoid with the primary weapon earlier on, but this is why you should try to use it from cover when you can. It can help you to get the drop on enemy positions, spot people across the map, and rack up huge point totals. Don't underestimate the periscope. Our grenade is going to be the smoke grenade. Now, some of you may want an explosive, and that's fine, I get that. It is quite limiting not having an explosive and playing scout because you don't have too much ability at close range. But if you feel like sticking to this build and you've got a good hold on how to play as a scout, then the smoke can help you to get out of tricky situations, give you a safe place to reload, and catch your breath. It can confuse enemies and can be used to help to hide your teammates from enemy fire. All this plus the opportunity to give you a safe path through a sightline. Essentially, you're spotting the enemy whilst hiding yourself. It's a great combination. Finally is the melee weapon, and you can pick whatever you like. I often go for the Bartek bludgeon. You should pick your personal favourite. And that is a quick little rundown of the ultimate spotting scout. Give it a try and let me know what you think in the comment section below. There's also a link at the bottom of the description to help to support the channel for $4.99 a month if you're feeling especially generous today and would like me to keep eating. Feel free to like, favourite, and subscribe. I'm GetGoodGuy, and I'll see you next time. Laters.